Ash versus Cynthia Part 3. Okay, yeah, I thought this battle will only be 2 parts, but it seems to be 3. And hopefully this is good. I do think, like I haven't watched the episode yet, but judging by the previous 2 episodes, I think this episode is going to be the weakest. Also, I noticed when I looked back on the previous episode that Cynthia's Garchomp is completely walled. If Ash had a fairy type, then Cynthia's Garchomp would not be able to do anything. Since it's 3 offensive moves, all dragon, and then has Stealth Rock. I didn't notice it the previous episode, but yeah. And I should have probably noticed that against Iris she only used 3 attacks, right? Yeah, we didn't know she had Stealth Rocks. But yeah, it's Ash Lucario versus a heavily damaged Garchomp, which is probably why Cynthia decided also to use Dynamax on Clefairy, since it probably is the smarter choice in this case. Yeah, and I really don't want Lucario to be like the one who wins the whole match. I think it would have been better if it was maybe Dracofish. Then Lucario could have been in the place of Dracofish, and then Dracofish could have had the moment to actually win the fight, Because I think Lucario has had like 40% of all the glory in Ash's team have gone to Lucario, 40% to Pikachu, and the remaining 50% to Pikachu, and the remaining it's different. It's probably like 50% Lucario, 40% Pikachu, and then 10% all the other Pokemon. So I would have wanted a little bit more diversity, in that stuff. Especially since this is but this is like Ash's completely best of the best that he's taking to win, to become the number 1 trainer in the world. And it basically 2 Pokemon is the only ones he actually needs. Even though I do think a lot, I really love Farfetch. I think Farfetch did amazing. Farfetch ace. Farfetch is super good. I really love Farfetch here. Drakefish did also pretty good. It did decent. And then, it's like the other Pokemon. But, yeah. And, I guess we'll see what happens, with Dynamax Togekiss versus Mega Evolution Lucario. So let's go right into it. Here we see her Mega Evolving. Togekiss. Yeah, she didn't say Kizu. I actually thought she would, but she said kiss. I think Togekiss is also a very funny Pokemon. Just its expression and the voice. I really like it. No, it's cute. Come on. He does have Bullet Punch, so he does have some super effective attacks. And if he still has that Steel Beam, is that what that attack? Oh Jesus, that's screaming. Alright, Togekiss, attack him while he's Mega Evolving. I will say Mega Evolution Lucario looks cool. It's a cool look. But still, should have used Dynamax Dracofish or maybe Dynamax Gengar or something. Because haven't they shown that he's gonna use Mega Evolution Lucario against Charizard as well? So what? It was 3 battles, 3 gimmicks. Should have used it on different Pokemon. And I mean, the intro song, I think this is actually my favorite of all the Journeys ones. I mean, I barely remember, I think the first 2? This is number 3, right? Or is it number 4? I don't remember. Whichever number this is my favorite. And Journeys overall, I would, if I were to rank it, like I'm gonna do like a show ranking of every single, like generation since 2021. I watched all of the seasons, like from 2021 to 2022. I watched them all in like 2 years. So they're all like pretty fresh in my mind. Let's say there hasn't been a single week in 2 years where I haven't watched a Pokemon episode. And I wouldn't say Journeys is the worst, but I think Journeys is the one that I feel like has the most like disappointment, and is the most that didn't live up to what it could have been. There's a lot of cool things that could in Journeys that it just didn't go through with, which is sad, because I think Journeys could have been like at the very top. Not the best, but somewhere near there. But it's like in the like below average. Even though I do think the battles overall, when they actually do proper battles, are pretty cool in Journeys. I still prefer Diamond and Pearl when it comes to battles. But Journeys is a close second. Well, it's a second. Okay, Max Airstream, and he's just run through it. Come on. I will say also in Journeys, Dynamax haven't really been that good. Now when I think about it, like, yeah, Dynamax in your Pokemon hasn't really been like the best thing to do. Okay, good. I mean, it also is, 4-time resistant. Is this the first time they've shown, like, the actual why Dynamaxing is like so strong? It isn't necessarily just because you get a health boost and super strong attacks. It's the boosts you get. Oh god. It's a good thing there's a force field protecting everyone. Oh god. I mean, this music is great. Is it like the gym leader music from Sword and Shield? I haven't probably played those games. I think I only played to like the 3rd gym, and then I was like, maybe I'll go back to it one day. Like, yes, master. Okay, so you don't need to hit to get the speed rise. Alright. So I think she's focusing on just boosting the speed like a ton. Alright. Please let it... It's not gonna fail again, but please let it fail again. So he's like, alright, I have to think of something else than using Aura Sphere on a Togekiss. Like, maybe not when it is, Mega Evolution. I can use my Aura Spheres when it's not Mega. Not Mega. Dynamax, sorry. We get some bonding right here. Like battle bonding. Like, holy shit. Now when you swat it, are you gonna be able to? Yeah, okay, that's the whole point. Okay, they're doing like the battle bond thing. I thought they were just, alluding to it like a little bit of a reference, but no, they're actually doing it. Which I guess is a thing with Lucario, in the lore and all that it does get that kind of bonding with trainers. Oh no. Don't tell me it got knocked out. Oh, come on. Okay, there we go. Okay, good job, Togekiss. Like I said in previous episodes, my heart wants Cynthia to win, but my brain wants Ash. Ash needs to win this thing. The whole thing. And this also needs to be the last season with Ash as like a protagonist and all that. The next Pokemon, I want completely new characters. Also, I want a female protagonist. Do a female protagonist. For once. Maybe do it we're gonna try something new. Maybe 3 to 6 seasons, and then we switch main characters more often. Okay, so now they're talking about the retiring. Please, Cynthia, stick with it. Oh no. I think they are doing the whole thing that the battle thing is so much fun with that she's gonna continue. Even though I think it should be you know what? I'm gonna take a pause. I'm gonna do a retiring from battles. That maybe I'll come back. I just want to travel the world with my Pokemon and not think of battling. I want to experience other things. So I hope that is what happens. I think that would be healthy for Cynthia. Because in my mind, it seems like, Cynthia's done nothing but battling. Alright. A brave bird. Yeah. So going for Aura Sphere, don't do it. It has +3 speed. So you need fast attacks. It's gonna be a super tired Lucario versus a very tired Garchomp. Alright, there we go. Togekiss is out. You did fine. You were up against Lucario. And you made it very tired, so... this Garchomp left. But it's not over. Yes. And you are guaranteed to be at least number 2. So... Okay, has been able to rest up a little. So how is this going to end? It's going to end with, like, they're going to dodge and do all this thing, and whoever gets the first hit in, because it's going to be like both of them are actually at very, very low HP, wins. Or is it going to be like 3 attacks? Yeah, I mean, Lucario took... Was it 2 Diejets? That's it, right? Or, yeah, because no Brave Bird hits. And it dodged 1 Dijet, so... Alright. Some good memories of when they both were young. Oh, and the cat caught Phoebus. Okay, I like that Challenger outfit. Similar to what she had now, just baby blue color. Alright, increase your speed. Increase your speed. So we've seen Bullet Punch, Aura Sphere, Double Team. What's the last attack? Is it gonna be what I think and it be Steel Beam? Or is it like something completely new? Because they haven't shown it at all. So maybe something completely new that's gonna catch, you know, Cynthia and Garchomp off guard. Or is he not even gonna use a 4th attack? Because you would think maybe it's reversal, and that's how it's gonna end. Oof. They're both getting good hits in. So I assume her Garchomp doesn't have rough skin. It has whatever other ability Garchomp gets, which I don't know. I would assume like some sandstorm ability. Alright, this is some good background music. Alright. Yeah, reversal. Okay, I was right. Oof. Okay, Garchomp is down. I can't look. I can't look. Oh, don't tell me it's a tie. What? No. It can't be. Lucario's gonna get up. Oh! God. Cyndaquil's evolved form. I didn't see it last time. Yeah, there we go. Lucario's just looking around like, oh, what happened? I lost some of my memory right here. Alright, good job. Power of friendship. Well, I would say power of friendship, but, you know. Your spirit. Your battling spirit won. Yeah, Ash, you won. Now, do not lose against Leon. And let Dragonite do well against Leon. I think Dragonite and Gengar need to redeem themselves. So I think Surfetch'd and Dracofish are gonna do badly against Leon, probably. And the other two background Pokemon of Ash's team are gonna do well. And then obviously Lucario and Pikachu are gonna be the ones who actually win. Are you guys gonna start having a change of heart? I really hope it doesn't end with them leaving Team Rocket. I hope they keep being like Team Rocket goons, but decide, you know what, we're gonna leave the kid alone. We're gonna go back to Kanto and do Team Rocket stuff. Well, if it goes the way it's gone against the other so-called champions, then you should completely destroy Ash. But I hope that's not... Okay, good. It's good sportsmanship. Not tip your hat. Alright, good. Please, let Ash's mom be in the actual... right here. It's not gonna happen. But it is a bit weird, like, come on, Ash's mom should be, you know, in the fucking stadium, cheering him on. And then Oak can be in the Oak's laboratory with all of Ash's Pokemon, even the ones who are in Alola. Send them over. Have a huge Ash Pokemon watch party, that they're all watching a big screen. That would be great. But yeah, I mean, it was good. Decent, you know. I still think that part 1 was my favorite. I mean, in the final, my heart and my brain want Ash to win. Now let's see. Is she going to retire, or is she gonna keep going? Yeah. I mean, it was pretty obvious. That's what they were gonna do. So when it comes to this, I'm like, I don't like that they even then mention it to begin with. If they're gonna mention it to begin with, they should have stuck with their guns, not, you know, pussy it out. Maybe it could have been different. You know, she could have been like, you know what, I'm still gonna retire, but for different reasons. I should, you know, travel with my Pokemon, build up the bond. I think maybe we've been a bit too complacent. And Dracofish eating Ash's brain. Yeah, the undefeated champion Dunda. And since I do not want to see, you know, spoilers, so when it gets there, I'm gonna end it. But yeah, I mean, super effective types. I don't care. But yeah, that was that. Not the best, but, you know, it was a cool Lucario moment, which we've seen a lot of, but oh well. I hope I saw it wrong and he doesn't Mega Evolve Lucario against Leon. I hope he Mega Dynamaxes Gengar instead, please. I don't think that's gonna happen, but... And it's not like I hate Lucario. Actually, I like Lucario and I love Pikachu. Ash's Pikachu is specifically. Like Pikachu as a Pokemon overall, I don't really care for. But Ash's Pikachu, love. But I do think Lucario has gotten, its time in the light, like spread the love a bit. A Project Mew thing. So I guess the next episode is okay. Well, okay, they're just re-showing olds. I mean, I don't think Go is gonna catch Mew. I don't think so, but he's gonna come to an understanding with Mew, I guess, is what I assume. So I don't know how many episodes are left of the show overall. I really hope the last episode isn't him fighting Leon. I hope we get like 3 to 5 episodes after Ash wins against Leon of the aftermath of his victory and all that. I hope we get like a minimum 3, maximum 5, 6 of the aftermath of that. And I assume we're gonna have like maybe 1 to 3 episodes between this and the actual battle between Ash and Leon. Maybe they're even gonna throw in a fucking recap episode as well, even though we have had the last like 10 episodes. Like 2 or 3 of them has been recaps or something. Yeah. But we'll see what they do. I don't think Journey's gonna drop the ball. I think they're gonna do the Ash Leon fight good. We don't really have a lot of, like involvement or like emotional involvement with Leon. And I think a lot of it has to do with the way that they formatted this show, in the fact that Ash is not traveling Galar, Like I said, I think it would have been better if Ash traveled Galar with Go, but Ash wasn't the one going for the gym badges. It was actually Go, and Ash is more of a mentor to Go, while Ash focuses on, the Pokemon World tournaments, I think that would have been better than what they did, and probably would have stopped us getting so much just trash filler episodes that we got. I think Journeys is the worst. It's probably on the level of Johto when it comes to that. I think Johto suffers a lot from, that type of terrible, boring filler. I don't mind filler episodes when they're fun, they're good. And I do think Hoenn and Sinnoh did filler best, since they had, secondary character with May and Dawn that have the goal with, the contest. So the episodes that are like filler tend to focus on them and their journey with the contest stuff and all that. Which made the whole seasons, like the whole journey of that, feel a lot more compact, a lot better. You started caring more about, the characters in it. And all the characters traveling had something to do. They had more things to do. Instead of like I was in Kanto and Johto, where Brock and Misty really don't have anything to do. They barely battle anything. Not even against Team Rocket, we barely see. And every time Brock, for example, uses his Onyx, or Misty used her Starmie, which she stopped using, in Johto, they always lose. And they were more along the lines of like, we need a staircase. We have Onyx, So it was kind of like that, how that worked. And I think the only actual regenerations that did the secondary characters justice was Hoenn and Sinnoh, which is probably why those two are my favorite Sinnoh is my favorite. Like, my favorite generation overall when it comes to Pokemon games, all that is Generation 3. But when it comes to the cartoon, like, I think Generation 4 is the top. But yeah, this is talk a lot about other things. But that's because, for me, this has been like a super journey. Like, my own Pokemon journey, I guess, when it comes to it. And I don't think I've been as invested in Pokemon that I am right now. I don't think I've been that probably in my life, even when I was very young and played, Pokemon Yellow and all that. I think I'm more invested in Pokemon now than I was then. Or even when, I played Emeralds, Ruby and Emerald, like, probably the two Pokemon games I played the most. But, yeah. I hope they do this justice, and I hope this is the last we get from Ash. I don't mean that, it's the last thing, we're never gonna see Ash again. No. But I want a new protagonist. I want protagonist that's not linked to Ash or Pikachu. I want something new. Like, do like a female protagonist. I think that would be something new, different. And see where it goes. I've seen the two basic characters for the new games, Violet and Scarlet. I think Scarlet, Violet. Maybe make those two the new protagonists, and then maybe what they can do is that, the show is gonna follow, like, when Generation 9, yes, it's 9, right? Yes. The Generation 9 cartoon is gonna focus on Generation 9, the male and female of that. Generation 10 on those. Maybe try something new where you get, like, alright, we get 3 seasons with each protagonist. Whatever, like, I'm sure they could do something, because I think after over 20 years or whatever it's been, it's over 20 years with Ash and Pikachu, I think it's time, to let them rest. Let them pass the torch to something else. And see how it goes. Because you cannot go back on Ash now. Like, when Ash is there, you cannot go, alright, Ash is not gonna go on gym adventure. Oh no, he lost against the second gym trainer. He forgot that bug types were weak against flying. Like, you cannot do that anymore. It was already absolutely horrific how they did something like that in Black and White. Even though I do think the Black and White show isn't the worst. Like, it's okay overall. Like, it had bad seasons, also really good seasons. Like, Black and White, the cartoon was very, like, a mumbled mess, but it wasn't horrific. But there was, some horrific parts about it, of course. Especially going from X and Y Ash to Black and White Ash. Even though I will say, the thing I didn't like, my biggest gripe with X and Y is probably the thing that I really dislike about Journeys, is the fact in X and Y, which Pokemon did Ash use? Pikachu, Greninja. All the other Pokemon, worthless. The same here. It's Lucario and Pikachu, which is probably why they're doing so much of that bonds thing, of like mirroring Lucario with Greninja. Showing that Ash only needs 2 Pokemon, the rest just filler mons, just trash. Which is sad. But yeah, thank you guys for watching, and goodbye.